general theme of the new album, it's not a concept record, as our other two albums were prior to this, but it's loosely based, like, I guess the songs are like satellites orbiting a theme, and that general theme is that of monsters, be they Lovecraftian entities or personal demons or sort of 19th century horror literature figures. Yeah, it's mainly just loosely based around that, really. It's quite a breath of fresh air for us not to do a concept record, because those were sort of consecutive, you know, they ran consecutively through the album, like A to Z. So we were able to shift the songs around at our leisure. There's a special edition coming out with 2 extra songs, and it was only really to the last minute when we were sort of finishing the mix that we actually decided which songs were going where, which was obviously a benefit of just doing what is tantamount to a regular album, what normal people do. Well, it's a little difficult to write the music to the lyrics, and the lyrics are quite sort of poetic and quite long, really. So basically we get ideas, feed off like a nucleus of songs, where we have like 3 or 4 songs at the beginning of an album, so that we can tell what direction the album's going in, so it's, you know, it's not pulling in one way and going the other. And from that, basically just get a thread of what I want to do. I can't say when there's a certain point where you go, eureka, you know, I know exactly what we're going to do. It's just worked upon. I mean, we worked on the album for about 6 months, backward and forward, demoed extensively. So, I mean, it's very cinematic, the music anyway, so with that in mind, it's quite easy to garner a sort of atmosphere and a thread from what both Paul and Martin have written on this album. Well, I do think this album definitely encapsulates the spirit of the band at this present moment. There are a lot of things that we've done, small changes, but they all add up to quite a considerably different picture. We've gone for a more analogue sound, we've recorded the drums and guitars and vocals very live, rather than just work on little pockets and cut and paste, and that we play right through everything on the material. Gone for a very sort of driven guitar sound. We've gone for strange sound effects, different kind of riffs, different atmospheres. So yeah, I think this is, you know, the pinnacle of what Cradle of Filth are now. It's very definitive, and probably heralds a slightly new direction for the band, trying to keep things fresh, not letting people get into the whole sort of being expectant of what they think the next album's going to be. We like to keep people on their toes, and I think that sort of aids the band's longevity, or has aided the band's longevity. Well, over the years, I probably got less wordy. I think nowadays you sort of look at the songs and think, well, necessity dictates that they could be simpler. And I don't like using the word mature because it sounds really boring, but we have matured as people, as writers, as artists, as well, especially me. And I think sometimes, you know, less is more. So I think if any great change has happened, then it would be in that respect.